Hello, my name is Nathan Taylor, and this is the first PHP tutorial for PHPskool. This is going to be about the essentials of PHP and the beginnings of making a page that involves PHP. PHP will be used, or you will use PHP for a lot of functionality of a website, like logging in, allowing members to log in, analyzing data, storing data, recalling unstored data, and so on. What you already should know for this tutorial is HTML. If you do not know HTML, learn it on YouTube, w3schools.com, or anywhere like that. But you should know HTML first, because I'm not going to explain HTML in this tutorial, but you will use it. To start off, I am doing this on phpskool.com/tuts/essentials. If you have a blank directory, to begin working with PHP, you just have to make a new file and name it index.php. It's just like an index.html. It will be displayed if you just go to the directory. I'm going to open this up in the code editor. Now inside a PHP file, PHP code must be enclosed in the PHP tags, much like a tag in HTML. Per se, in HTML, if you want to bold, the bold text has to be inside the B tags. Just like in PHP, PHP code has to be inside PHP tags, but the tags are a little different. The opening PHP tag is a greater than or less than or greater than question mark PHP. Whoops, lowercase. I don't know if the case matters, but whatever. The closing PHP tag is just a question mark close caret or less or greater than. Sorry, greater than. And in here is where PHP code will go. So if you save that and open that page, it should just be blank, white. Now let's say you just want to add text. You can't do it just like HTML. You can't just say bold, hello, close bold, because it will give you an error. Unexpected, less than symbol. If you want to use HTML inside the PHP tags, so you have to say echo in front of it, which basically means display. And then inside double quotes, you'll type whatever you want to display. You can type HTML and the web browser will render it as HTML. So then you can say bold, hello, close the bold. And at the end of most lines in PHP, there will be a colon or a semicolon. That character right there, that just means it's the end of a line, and if you don't put that, PHP will cry and whine at you. Now if you refresh, the error should be gone and it should say hello in bold font. Also, if you're not writing the HTML inside the PHP tags, you can just write it outside of the PHP tags, and you don't need you don't need the echo if it's outside of the PHP tags. It'll work fine. But I tend just to leave everything inside PHP tags. So that's how you display HTML. One thing about displaying HTML, say you're going to do a form. Most people will go like that. Well, the problem with that is these double quotes. It's starting the echo here, and now it's ending the echo, and it's looking for a semicolon when it finds a P. So that's going to give you an error when it tries to render the page. So it's expecting a comma or a colon or semicolon on line 4. So you go back to line 4, there should be a semicolon there. So instead of using double quotes, you can always just use single quotes in PHP and HTML. Then if you were to save it and reopen the page, there's not going to be an error. So when you're inside the echo and you want to echo HTML, avoid double quotes. If you need to put a double quote, like if you want to display two quotes, or if you want to display the quote in your page, like in a quote, you can, if you wanted to say like Luke, or no, I am your father, and you wanted to put that as a quote, so you wanted the double quotes, you can put a backslash in front of the quotes. That kind of tells the browser that that's not the end of the echo, that's just displaying a double quote. So that's good as far as displaying HTML goes. I'm just going over stuff very briefly so that you'll know what I'm talking about briefly in the future when I start making tutorials like logging in, polls, etc. One more thing we have to go over is strings or variables. Variables are used in like every coding language, and in PHP they're very easy. You don't have to say like say you wanted, if you already know like Visual Basic or something, you always have to beforehand you have to write like new and then the variable name, say username. You don't have to do that in PHP. You just have to define it right where you need to. So let's say we want the string username, or the variable username. To make a variable, there's a $sign in front of it, and then the variable name. In this case, I'm just going to choose username, and then you equal, and then in double quotes is what it equals. So I'm going to say username equals Nathan Taylor. If I echo this out, it's not going to show anything because there's no echo, so you're not telling it to display anything. It's just background code saying username equals Nathan Taylor. Now if you wanted to display what username is, you can write echo, and inside echo you can put $username. So PHP will echo whatever $username equals, which is in this case Nathan Taylor. So it should display Nathan Taylor, in which case it does. That's not the only way you use variables. Variables are, in my point of view, the most important thing of PHP. It's what makes PHP what it is. Say if you had someone log in, you could store their username as a variable, so then when you wanted to welcome them, you can just say like welcome username, and then it'll say welcome and then their username instead of $username. That comes in handy. Thanks for watching part 1 of PHP Essentials. There will be a second part uploaded soon. Please subscribe and visit phpskool.com, which is spelled PHPskool.com. You can see this video under the video section. It will be under the video section as PHP Essentials Part 1. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I haven't uploaded anything to yet. Just started out. This is under development. It's going to change. Anyway, thanks for watching the first part. Hope you enjoy your stay. Not enjoy your stay, but I hope you want to continue learning PHP and use it, because I find PHP very fun and helpful for making websites. So I hope to see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.